Ultimize. In the last episode, we talked about two rules that eliminate most clutter in life. Rule number one, throw away things you don't use. Rule number two, stop buying things you don't need. Those two rules are incredibly powerful. If you follow them consistently, you can dramatically simplify your environment. But there's a problem. Most people treat decluttering like it's a big project. They say things like, I'll clean the house this next weekend, and next weekend never comes. Or I'll organize the garage when I have time. I'll clutter after the holidays. And what usually happens? They wait and wait and wait. Eventually, they do a big cleaning day. They spend hours organizing closets, sorting papers, moving things around. At the end of the day, everything looks great. The house feels lighter. The surfaces are cleaner. There are empty drawers and empty shelves. And for a short period of time, it feels wonderful. But then something predictable happens. 3 months later, the clutter begins creeping back. 6 months later, the house looks exactly the same as it did before. Why did this happen? Because most people treat decluttering as an event. But decluttering can't be an event, it has to be a habit. Think about it this way: clutter doesn't appear all at once, it accumulates slowly, one item at a time, one purchase at a time, one drawer filled up at a time. If clutter builds up gradually, the most effective way to eliminate it is also gradually. That's why I recommend a very simple system. Throw away one thing every day. Not 50 things, not an entire closet, just one thing every day. That might sound too small to matter, but over time, it has a huge impact. Because once you adopt that habit, your brain begins working differently. You start noticing clutter. You start noticing objects you never use. You start noticing things that don't belong in your life anymore. Suddenly, you're walking through your house thinking, what can I get rid of today? And that mindset completely changes your relationship with your environment. I personally use a very simple tool to reinforce this habit. Every single day, I have a checklist item on my phone. The item is simple: throw away one thing, just one. It might be something tiny: an old piece of mail, a broken pen, a cable that doesn't seem to belong to anything anymore. Sometimes it's something larger: a shirt I never wear, an old kitchen stool, a stack of papers. But the rule is always the same: one item every day. Now, here's the interesting part: it doesn't take long before this becomes automatic. Because when you know tomorrow you need to throw one thing away, your brain starts scanning the environment. You notice clutter you never noticed before. You open a drawer and think, why am I keeping this? You look at a shelf and think, I haven't touched that in 2 years. Suddenly, the house becomes full of small opportunities to eliminate clutter. And because the commitment is so small, it never feels overwhelming. You're not reorganizing the entire house. You're simply removing one unnecessary object. That takes maybe 30 seconds, but it reinforces the mindset that you are always reducing clutter instead of accumulating it. Over time, this daily habit becomes extremely powerful. One item per day equals 7 items per week. 7 items per week equals more than 300 items per year. Think about that: 300 unnecessary objects gone from your life each year. And the effort required? 30 seconds or less per day. But there's another benefit to this system: it helps prevent what psychologists call reversion to the mean. In simple terms, that means people tend to return to their normal habits. If someone is naturally a little messy, even after they clean their house completely, they tend to drift back toward their usual level of clutter over time. It's human nature. We buy things, we keep things, we postpone decisions about objects we're not sure about. Gradually, the clutter returns. But the one thing a day habit prevents that, because every day you're consciously removing something unnecessary. It becomes part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth, just like checking your email, just like making your bed. Another tool I use to reinforce this habit is something I call self reminder message. You can think of it as a short personal instruction you give yourself. I record a simple message to myself right on my phone. It says something like, TJ, today you're going to throw away one thing from your house or office. It takes about 30 seconds to listen to, even less sometimes. I can play it while reading the news, while sitting on a train, while waiting somewhere, while doing other things. But that short message reinforces the habit. It reminds me that every day I'm someone who eliminates clutter, not someone who accumulates clutter. And once that mindset becomes automatic, your environment begins changing without massive effort. Drawers get lighter, closets get simpler, shelves become clearer, your space becomes easier to manage. Now, you might be wondering something like, what if I run out of things to throw away? Most people never reach that point because our environments constantly generate a small amount of clutter. Mail arrives, packaging arrives, new purchases replace old items. They're always small objects that no longer serve a purpose. And even if your house becomes extremely organized, the habit still serves an important purpose. It keeps your brain aware of clutter. It prevents accumulation from returning. Think of it as daily maintenance for your environment. Just like brushing your teeth maintains dental health, removing one unnecessary object each day maintains environmental clarity. And there's another interesting side effect. When you develop this habit, you naturally become more thoughtful about what you buy because you know every new object entering your life must eventually be managed, stored, cleaned, maintained, and eventually discarded. That awareness naturally slows down impulse buying, which reinforces the second rule we talked about earlier: stop buying things you don't need. In the next episode, we're going to talk about something practical: how to declutter an entire room quickly without feeling overwhelmed. Many people look at a cluttered space and think, oh, the job's too big. They postpone it, they avoid it. But there is a simple method that makes the process fast and manageable. I'll walk you through that system step by step in the next episode. If you're getting any value out of this podcast, go to ultimize.com to receive a free habits building course.